Alright guys, so again, welcome to another video. Happy you guys are here to enjoy it. This video is going to be a little bit different. I know you guys are here for all the adventures and crazy stuff, but this channel is also meant to document my journey along whatever life has in store for me. And public speaking is one of those things that I would really like to dive into a little bit more. So yeah, and this is my first time speaking in front of a group of people. It's a small group, but you gotta start somewhere. So I hope you guys enjoy it and the information finds you well. And we'll go back to our regular scheduled adventure next week. So enjoy.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, if we got everyone's attention, everyone here now?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Alright, this is Star, another one of our young chaps on this island who's done very well for themselves and made their life in the marine industry. So he's going to give you a bit of a presentation, a bit like the one that he gave you a couple of weeks ago. And well, feel free to ask any questions. And let's move the mask, please. Alright, Star, they're all yours.
Afternoon everybody. Like Ian said, my name is Star Peterson. Born and raised in St. Martin. I grew up in Simpson Bay. I was in RU position a little bit a while ago. So yeah, backstory, drop out of high school. I was skateboarding and surfing, working at a surf shop. That was my priority, so school wasn't that important for me at the time. While I was surfing and skating, I met a few people and they introduced me to some captains, and eventually they was like, look, if you want to come work on the boats with us, come see if you like it, see what you think. So next week I said cool, took the day off, roll up by the boat, and they just happened to be scrubbing teeth. So first day working on a boat, man was scrubbing teeth. So I check in like, boy, this work a little hard, you know, I know about all of that. Boom, lunchtime reach. They was like, what are you gonna do for lunch? You know, like, boy, I didn't even think about that. They say, okay, cool, come have lunch with us, that way we could get right back to work and keep moving. And this is the first time I ever been on a yacht. I wasn't thinking about yachts, nothing. Get in the boat, looking around, just amazed how clean it was, the detail. Get down to the crew mess, full buffet. I said this day couldn't get no better. Lamb chops, mashed potatoes, salad, banana bread. My plate was rammed. So now I check in, okay, you know, it must be a holiday, somebody's birthday, something like that. Start talking to the guys, they check in like, this normal, this is every day. I say you lie. Start asking more questions. From that day on, I know yachts was what I'm going to do. I want to eat like them, man. I want to travel like them, man. I want to make the money they're making. So from there, went home, start doing my homework, start trying to figure out what I need to do to get there. And then basically I end up in RU position now, doing my courses and that kind of stuff. So from that day, it took me 3 years to get my first job on a yacht. But in that 3 years is when I met Garth and Ian. I started working at Aquamania, and that's where I learned all my skills. I started learning how to deal with people on the water, how to be safe with people on the water, deal with people on the beach, start scuba diving, that kind of stuff. So while I was waiting to get my job, I was still training and learning and trying to develop myself as much as possible. 3 years later, one fortunate weekend, the boat that I ended up working on, they went out one last time because it was crossing on Friday to go to Europe. One thing led to another. 2 partners get fired, so they needed somebody else to join them to get across. So Wednesday, they called me for an interview. Thursday, I get the job. Friday, 8 o'clock, drop lines, straight to Europe. So 3 years waiting, in 3 days, I accomplished what I was waiting for. In that short time, I ended up spending 2.5 years on that boat. Traveled all of Europe, Spain, Italy, Turkey, France, we went Ireland. I did the Atlantic crossing 4 times on that boat in that 2 years. So I'd move a lot. After that boat, I went to some charter boats. I did some sailboats, I did some deliveries. So I've done almost everything you could imagine as far as the industry goes, and you know, there's places I still want to go, but as far as work-wise has gone, I've done it, I've experienced it, and from that experience, I could give you guys 3 solid tips that gonna help you figure out how to get or accomplish the goals if yachting is where you want to go next. Those 3 tips is gonna be money, posture, and work ethic. We're gonna start with money because are you here to make money? Everybody gets in the industry because the boat is a good place to make money. You get paid well, you get respected because of your skills, so it's important. But you have to remember the reason they're paying you that money is because this is a dangerous work environment. When you're out on the water, if something goes wrong, are you expected to become firemen? When something goes wrong, are you expected to become the first responders? So when you're on the water dealing with people having fun, if something happens, it's your responsibility to step up and be that person to help make sure everybody gets home safe. With that being, how much are you think I make on that first boat? 1,500? What else? No, I mean like a month. A month. How much you think my salary a month was? 3,000 euros. Too much, too little. From basically where you guys gonna end up at the end of this course, they was paying me $2,800 a month. From when I left my last boat, I was making $4,700 a month within a span of 4 years. The reason I was able to make my salary move up like that was because every time I had an opportunity, I went and looked for a school, even after to fly to go to the school, and I reinvested myself. Every time I went do my EDH after, I went do my Yacht Master after, I went do my dive courses after. And the beautiful thing with working on the boats is every time you go to school and come back, you could demand more money. Because that boat is safer with you on board, the crew is safer with you on board, the boat itself is an investment. So the more you qualified to work on that boat, the safer that boat gonna be, the safer that person that own the boat money gonna be. So always remember that, keep investing in yourself because it's important. You're gonna be making more money the more you go back to school. Every time you get a chance, do what you have to do. And then again, you just have to pay attention. I got some notes here just to make sure I touch everything. So now, you go invest yourself, you do your courses, you're making more money, you gotta save. You gotta remember, how much are you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 are you? Imagine 1 or you get a job. There's 9 other people qualified to take your job. Imagine that 9 times it by 1,000,000. There's thousands of people in RU position, hungry, ready to travel the world and bull out and make all the money possible. You ain't got rent, you ain't got food, you got nothing to worry about but do your job and make money. So remember, save your money because those same people, anytime you mess up, that boat got replacements ready, sleeping on the dock waiting. So if one day, because they're going to come, because I end up in that position, you make a mistake, you're gone. So now you're in another country, don't know nobody, don't know where to go. So make sure you save money when you start traveling, if you do. So when that opportunity, when that situation arises, you have money to fall back on. You could go find a nice place to sleep, eat some good food, think about your mistake, and think about what's the next move, how you're gonna move forward. So regarding money, the 3 points you need to remember is know your value. Because when you're working on the boats and you're studying, know your value. Because some boats gonna come and try to pay you $1,500, $2,000 to go travel the world. That's not enough. Remember, it's a dangerous work environment. Because when things happen, they're gonna expect you to step up. You understand? Go ahead.
Don't you feel like you demand how much you want? And they're like, oh, sorry, they can't go that high, and you miss your opportunity. Even though you want to do it, but you also want your red salary.
That's a good question, and there's 2 ways to approach that situation. 1, it depends on your position. So like where I am now, I have some leeway to demand how much I know I worth. So I can say, I'm not going to leave my house to go work on a boat for less than 3-5. But because I invest in myself, the position are you in now is a little bit different because you need opportunity. You're hungry for opportunity. But don't leave that opportunity, allow people to take advantage of you. Especially here at St. Martin. Somebody going to try to pay you $1,000 and then they're going to tell you, oh, you got to run these 3 boats. Make sure they're clean. Make sure all the safety stuff up to date. Make sure the mechanic do what he have to do. You're doing a lot more than a grand's worth of work. Ian and Guy them invest a lot more time to make sure, are you going to be experts for somebody to go pay you a grand? It shouldn't work like that. And the thing is, if you decide to take a grand, that means you mess it up for everybody else. Because now they're going to go and say, no, we deserve $1,500. They're going to be, but Panama take 1,000, so are you going to have to, and then you're shortcutting everybody. So are you have to be a network and a team. What value for one is value for all. Because if one person shortcut everybody else, then everybody are trying to get somewhere and make more money. It don't work like that. Because imagine, the tenant RU, they don't have nobody else but the tenant RU. So if RU all save $1,500, guess what? Are you making $1,500? But you have to think about it like that. Know your value. Don't work for people and always do more to make sure that people see that you're willing to do what it takes. But don't leave them take advantage of you. For sure not. For sure not. So the 3 points. Remember, know your value. Invest in yourself. Keep studying. Because again, too, I ain't no school man. On the boats, 2 weeks is a course. A week is a course. That's more than enough time to just go study, put your head in the books, and then you go back to doing what you was doing. No year, no 6 months, no 2 months. It's short. Easy to invest in yourself. And last but not least, save your money. If you're making $3,500, you could put $1,500 away. Make it disappear. Forget about it. Send your mother $1,000 and you got $1,500 to blow still. You understand? So be smart with your money. Save it, because trust me, you're going to end up somewhere. The boss must have met somebody that's somebody's friend, and boom, bam, they make an excuse. You're out of a job. You're in Panama. You're in Spain. But you got 10 grand in your pocket. You're going to go get a nice hotel, eat a good dinner, start calling up your people, and see what's the next move. You understand? So be smart about it. So that's money. Next, posture. This is another important one. Remember, if you decide to go into yachts, you're going into a multi-million-dollar industry. You're dealing with the richest people in the world on the most expensive boats in the world. These people expect a certain level of service and a certain quality of individual. They have an image that they want. They don't care about your color. They don't care where you come from. They care if you could do the job and if you could look the part. That's all that matters. This skin color thing, forget about it. They just want to make sure that when people come on the boat, they get treated the way they're supposed to be treated on $1 million boat, and you look the part. The same way, if one person look rough, you mess up the image for everybody else. So you need to make sure you're clean. Like when I first get in, your boy had to shave every morning before 8 o'clock, whether people on the boat or not on the boat. Every morning, I had to get up, shave, make sure I look clean and professional always. So these are the standards you need to, look into. So I see a lot of partners have long hair. You go, again, it goes back to the same question you asked. There's 1 or 2 ways you could go about it. You can either be stubborn, keep your hair, and wait for a boat to say, okay, we're going to give you a chance with the style you want to keep. Or you cut your hair, you look the part, and you get to where you need to go. Exactly. Now, when I start talking to boats, depending on the boat and how much I want it, I'll tell them I'm not going to shave. There's 5, 6 other boats that are willing to hire me with my beard. But I earn that. I work, I invest in myself. Then I could see my resume and be like, wow, our whole crew going to be safe. We know the job's going to get done. So let me give him a chance. Let me see if the beard could stay or not. If I go in and I ain't thinking, then they could go and say, okay, we like you, but you're going to have to shave. But if I go in and I do my work and make sure everything perfect, then I earn to keep my beard. And it's the same thing. Nothing comes for free. If you get it once, you have to work for it every time you want to get it again. That's just how it is. So, that's service and image. If you want to get in the yachting industry, you're going to have to see how those people on the boats just look. And you don't have to imitate them, but understand, I need to look clean, I need to look professional. Lastly, networking. Because we know how much money we could make. We know how we're supposed to look to be in the job. But how are we going to get the job? In networking. You need to meet the right people. And that means either at the dock, sailing around, hailing people as they're passing, or you're in Soggy Dollar drinking beers and stuff like that. You need to pay attention because everybody has an opportunity in this industry. So no matter what scenario you're in, you need to always be professional. on the water at the bar. That man could be naked dancing in Soggy Dollar. Make sure you professional, because they gonna remember you. Because those same guys dancing naked, drunk out of their mind, guess what? 8 o'clock in the morning, they're ready for work. Actually, 7:45, they're ready for work. So remember, you always have to be professional. That's the most important thing, because you don't know if that drunk guy is the captain, the chief engineer, the deckhand, the chef. You don't know. And especially like for me now, and you're gonna notice that, because that was why it took me 3 years to get in. Because I always see, oh, this man lose his job, next week the man done got a job. So when I start looking for work, I check in, wow, it's gonna be easy. I can just boom, roll up, put my thing on the board. Next month, your boy cooling out on a boat cruising. They didn't work like that. It's who you know and how you know them. And if you meet people in Soggy Dollar, if you meet people on the dock and you as professional, you help them, you carry yourself well, they go remember you. And when it's time that somebody else mess up, and it's time, oh, we need somebody fast, they will say, oh, that guy from St. Martin, he carried himself good, he was cool, you know. He was there at the bar, but he wasn't looking for trouble. You know, let me call him, see what he up to, maybe. Because when I left on that boat, it was just to carry it across and they fly me home. By the time I reached to the other end, I do what I had to do. 2.5 years, chilling, making money, learning, traveling the world, meeting all kind of people. It was crazy. So remember, posture. Know the service or you need to provide. Always remember to be professional. Remember, your image is important. Because those yachts, they're trying to sell a certain package. They're trying to sell that 5-star hotel setup. And if you don't look 5-star hotel, you're not working with them. You're not doing yourself any favors. You know, so the hairstyles and stuff like that, here it does work. But if you want to get to where I was or even further, there gonna be little adjustments or sacrifices you're gonna have to make. And unfortunately, the hair and the way you look and shaving every morning is one of those things. But guess, when you're making $3,000 a month, you ain't paying rent, you eating sushi and thing on a regular, you ain't worrying about hairstyle and a little bit of beard, you done happy. You understand? You're on a yacht. You ain't gonna lose that opportunity because you wanna look fresh. And imagine, you're gonna look fresher when you clean. You're gonna look fresher when you clean. You're gonna feel fresher when you clean. You understand? And the last, so now we know how much money you're supposed to be making. We know how to look, what to do to get the job. Now you got the job, how you gonna keep it? And that's where work ethic come into play. So you need to make sure that, simply like I said, that same partner drunk at Soggy Dollar, 7:45, my boy gonna be on the dock with a list in his hand, coffee, ready to tell you what to do for the day, how to do it. He expect you to be there at 7:45. You start work at 8 o'clock, be there at 7:45. When are you on passages, you're gonna end up having to wake up 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning for watches. You need to be there 15 minutes early so that the guy that been up for the last 6 hours have time to tell you how many boats pass, where are you heading, what you need to do, anything happen on your round. So by the time 8 o'clock reach, my boy could go sleep. Because when it's your time to go sleep, you want the other person to come early. So you don't have to end up leaving the bridge at 8:15 because you have to do handover. Understand? So punctuality is very important. That's the fastest way to lose your job. Reach late in the bridge, 3 o'clock in the morning, people ready to go sleep, and you still in your bed, trust me, they have 10 other men ready to be there at 2:30, not even 50 minutes early, half an hour early, just chilling. You understand? The competition is crazy. Even at St. Martin, you already have 9 other people ready to take all your job. Remember, always be on time. Don't make no excuses. Have respect for yourself. Don't give nobody an opportunity to fire you or nothing like that. Secondly, responsibility. When you're on deck, a lot of these boats is minimum crew they got. You're on a 150 something foot boat and it's 4 RU. So you got a whole 50, 75 foot worth of boat that technically is your responsibility. So that morning meeting, today we polishing this section, the stainless need to get done, we need to wax this need to get fixed. After that meeting, nobody's supposed to come back and see if you get the job done. You're supposed to know what you need to do, get your stuff ready, go get it done. Put your headphones in, focus. If you can't do that, you're setting yourself up for somebody to come and take your job. So understand the responsibility you get in when you're working on these boats. People expecting you to wake up early, get the work done, don't have to worry. Because when 5 o'clock reach, and now you could go have beers and party and have fun. But if 5 o'clock reach and working done, guess what? It's 7 o'clock, are you finishing? 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. And thing only you is everybody that don't finish their work, they're gonna come and help you because nobody can leave because work need to get finished. You're a team. There's no, oh, leave him finish that. No, that's not how it works. You're a team, you're a family. Because the same way, those same people that, oh, finish that, we're gonna go to the bar, them is the same people that ain't gonna be quick to come and save your life. They ain't seeing value, they ain't seeing the teamwork. But if they fall overboard, they're gonna expect you to jump in a dinghy in the middle of nowhere to come and save their life. You understand? So make sure that you pull your weight on your team. There's always a team. There's no, oh, that's your job. Everybody's job. Keep that mentality, because that's how you're going to end up pushing forward. And then again, everybody's human. So when you're working on these boats, somebody's going to get sick. One day, the boat's going to get sick. You may be the longest lasting crew member on the boat. It's your opportunity now to say, look, my boy's sick. Leave him rest. I'm going to take over for today. Now you have an opportunity to show that the 6 months, the 2 years that you was on that boat, you was learning and paying attention. So boom, you slide into his position. You wake up early, 7:30, you got your list in your hand, because you don't know a boat is just a process. You just repeat it constantly. You know every 2 weeks you clean it. You know every 4 weeks you polish. You know the stainless, you maybe spot it on the way to go throw the garbage. Oh, you know, but these are things over time you're going to figure out the detail. You know, it's not a tomorrow you're going to know exactly what to do. But when you're on the boat, pay attention, learn. When you see how Ian's setting up the day, those is what you need to be paying attention. Because one day you're going to be in that position. Because you never know, 6 months from now, Ian have to go and deliver a boat. So he's going to call one of you guys to come and control the team for the week. But because he know that when he was busy, one of you step up and say, look, we got free time, let me go clean up. You know, somebody step up to that leadership role, and that's going to be what's going to determine whether you go from 2,800 to 4,700. When those opportunities to take on that position, you jump, you're ready. Nobody need to ask you. You don't got your list ready. You don't study this man to take his job. You don't study the man. The day he mess up, you ready to slide in. Give somebody that's in your position your old job. So when they come in, you can say, look, I've been where you was. This is what you need to do. Step up a little bit. Pay attention. You know? So, yeah. When it comes to keeping that job, is punctuality. Be on time. Make sure you're responsible. Nobody need to check up on you to make sure jobs get done. And then 2, be independent. Pay attention. When an opportunity comes, be ready for it. Don't wait for somebody to come and say, oh, you know, let the guys do this job or do that job. Have your list ready. Don't pretend like you was the boss, you know, but be humble. Don't tell the boss what to do. But know you could do the boss job better. That's important. You know, and then if you manage to get those 3 things down packed, you got your money, you're traveling, nobody can steal your job, enjoy yourself. In a whole other country with no responsibilities other than doing your job. Take the trips, be open-minded, try different food. If you're in a cheese man, eat the stinky cheese. Eat it, you're there, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Enjoy yourself, take the flights, you know. But still be responsible, save your money. You know, don't go spend it, because you're on vacation. You're in Spain, some beautiful place, parties everywhere. You want to go on that boat ride, you want to go, you know, up to that mountain, go do it. Go do it, but make sure you're not putting yourself in a position that if tomorrow you lose your job, you just spend all your money. You understand? Be smart, put some on the side. Pay attention. And then like for me too, when I was traveling, I was making videos. So that's my nephew there. When this man was 2 years old, I'd make a video, and the man just would refuse to not watch it. He watched that video 1,000,000 times. So I check in, okay, cool, let me make another one. Man didn't watch it. So I check in, okay, I gotta make a better one. Went, make a better one, and then eventually everybody from home was watching my adventures. You know, watching me, getting inspired. You know, start asking me, yo, you know, what you doing, how you doing it, that kind of thing. You know, keep those memories, take pictures. You don't have to share them like me, but it's important because Like now I'm home working on the boats, and every once in a while I go back to my Instagram and I check in like, wow, I almost forget I was on that mountain, you know? I almost forget I catch that train in the middle of the night. I used to wake up like 12 o'clock, rent a car, drive 4 hours to go check my boys, because I could. Because I put in the work, I had the money on the side, and I did my job. So thing like Saturday, I didn't finish Friday work, so now I got to finish it early, so I have, no, it's done, it's ready. Trust me, I have a big opportunity ahead of you. There's a lot of money to be made, and there's no excuse to not make it. None. There's plenty of boats out there. There's plenty of people looking for work. But again, so you guys have this course. When they look at that resume, they're gonna say, wow, these guys dedicated, they take a risk. They spend the time to put it in. Think there's somebody that, oh, I wanna go travel and have fun. No, are you want to be better? Are you want to make that money? You pay attention to what you're doing. Willing to change a few things in order to get to those goals. And then when you don't got the money, you don't travel, you don't have the experience, go here back out. Then you could do what you want. You're not in no position now to be doing what you want. You have to do what you have to do. You understand? So, any questions?
Luckiest is you go on a boat and they're like, yeah, you could live in there. I got luck, sir.
Yeah, but see the thing, I'm going to teach you something about luck. Luck is somebody that was preparing for opportunity and was ready to take it. Because that same boat could have been like, oh yeah, you could keep it here, it's fine. But you ain't got your SCCW up to date. They're asking for your boat master. You didn't pass it. You didn't went back to make sure it get done. You understand? You went to make sure your medical's good. So now you get the opportunity for you to be lucky, but you didn't put in the work before it. And that's all luck is. Always being prepared for opportunities. You understand? But don't wait for luck. Make that luck. Cut your hair. Look the path. So by the time they come and say, wow, you just show up and we needed you. You say, no. I was prepared for this day for the last 3 years. You understand? Imagine the day that the boat had called me and I wasn't ready. I didn't have my stuff in order. I had done give up. I wasn't fresh and clean. I would have lose that opportunity and say, wow, I'm not lucky. You understand? Make those it's in the small sacrifices. It's here, you can go back. Or you just cut it off and you're cool. No stress. You wake up and you're fresh in the morning. You understand? But that's what luck is. Being prepared for that opportunity. You had a question?
What about like jealousy?
Sorry?
Jealousy.
Is life? Is life?
You like have a high qualification.
I got one question for this man.
Yeah, I have my 200-ton ticket. But that's one of the things about boats as well. Nobody has get to where they be on a boat. Nobody has get those high positions without working for it. Thing like St.Martin where somebody, father, cousin, know that person, so you get that position. No. Everybody you work with has to come and sit down, stand the same way, pull the same rope. If you end up inside, those girls had to go and learn how to set a table the same way. So you're going to have jealousy, but everybody earn a position. And the thing is too, when you work for what you have, nobody can take that from you. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Because I think too, are you done work? Are you done have all your tickets? So nobody going to come say, I'm a better captain than you. No, I got my ticket, I work for what I'm doing. And if you keep investing in yourself, the more and more you work, the bigger boats you get on, nobody can disrespect you. You don't even have to talk. They see your paper, color disappear, ethnicity disappear. They're seeing somebody that invests in itself. They're seeing somebody that dedicated to the industry. They're seeing somebody that had to be professional because they know that the way those other boats work. Because it's a small neighborhood. Boats is a small neighborhood. If you do an amazing job on one boat, trust me, there's 5 boats that already know your name and know who you be. You understand? So when you have a resume, so when it comes to jealousy and these things, and if you invest in yourself, if you're not happy, leave. There's 1,000 other boats that are willing to, same thing, know your value. There's 1,000 other boats willing to pay you more for doing the same work. They're going to respect you. You understand? Know your value. Go through. See time. So in order to work your way up, and it's the same with that working to get to where you be. In order to do your next level captain license, you need time at sea. You need a certain amount of hours at night. You need a certain amount of hours actually driving the boat, certain amount of hours on watch on a certain type of boat, a certain size of boat. And then when you go and you write it down and the captain sign it off, then you can go and say, look, I went and did so and so. Okay, I eligible for it. So you can have all the money in the world. If you don't have sea time, you're not going to get nowhere. Alright guys, I know it was a little bit of a long video, but the message was important. And it ended abruptly because my camera woman had to leave. But there wasn't much else after that anyway. The gist of it, you guys got. As always, you can, if you're interested in the camera gear I use to shoot the videos, I put all my links down below in the description. And if you guys just use the links to shop, you don't necessarily have to buy the gear. You can just use the links and go pick up diapers and underwear and clothes and whatever else you guys use to shop with on Amazon. And I get a small percentage of those fees. So you can go help yourself out and help me at the same time. And yeah guys, thanks for watching and see you next week. Later.